The filter-free diary. Uh, Good evening. It's 5:30 and it's a Sunday. And I got my period, so I'm just, you know, surviving. But also still loving life, but just, So, can you see that mountain in the background? Doesn't that look awesome? Yeah. So, I'm, having a day. Not a bad day, just, once a month kind of day, twice a month, 3 times a month kind of day. And that sucks. And, I have to have a shitty conversation. And that kind of sucks. And I'm not sure if it's like, okay, well, the two sucks balance each other out, so, we're just going to have a shitty day. Or if it's like, a double whammy. Like, I'm uncomfortable and I have to say shitty shit. Like, is that double? Or is it balanced? I guess it really depends on how you look at things, right? On your own personal, unique perspective. Okay, so let's have this shitty conversation. So, do we say it's 5:30? Yeah. So, obviously, man and woman are the apex species on this planet. Not everybody thinks so. Some people think lions or tigers or bears. Oh my. Or sharks or something like that. But none of them really have the dexterity of the hand, and not for nothing. Some monkeys are kind of terrifying, but monkeys still don't build, nuclear warheads and a whole plethora of other fucking things. So we have to say it's humans, and you just have to admit it's humans. And once you're no longer in denial, and once you know humans are the apex of this planet, then we can have a rational, semi-disappointing conversation. Okay. So, one of the things I've noticed here, not here at this specific place, though I did see some here, but just as I've gone through Greece, and a little bit in Romania too, is there are a lot of homeless dogs. Homeless dogs. Yeah, and I have to say it like that because it's not like they were wild, right? They were like bred into slavery to serve humans, right? As an item, as a possession, as a toy. And when the toy is no longer fun or gets hurt or whatever, we just abandon them. And therein lies why dog catchers are a thing. Why dog catchers are a thing. Because I never understood why dog catchers were a thing. But you see them in like movies and cartoons and stuff, and you're like, ooh, watch out for the bad dog catcher. But the thing is, if dog catchers aren't a thing, then you got a bunch of dogs that are like dying alive on the streets. And I don't think people feed these things. I think these things are dying alive on the streets, and the only reason they're doing that because apex human decides to accessorize with another species and breeds them into captivity, into slavery, and then sells them as trinkets. And when they're no longer cool, these things are so freaking miserable. And not for nothing, this whole thing with dog catchers and dogs and all this stuff, just a side effect of humanitis. Not sure if you remember humanitis. Because if we, as the apex, as the fucking gods of this planet, if we were a little bit more respectful of anything besides our own selfish selves, shit would be a whole lot different on this planet. And for like everything else that has to share this space with us. But some of us can't get over the fact that we think we are living in a toyland where you just want something, you just throw money at it. Oh, you don't want any more? Oh well, move on. Like landfills, stray animals, plastics. If we weren't so busy trying to distract ourselves from whatever shithole that we were in, maybe we wouldn't be like a really disappointing God on this fucking planet. And I mean that in the way that humans generally mean God. Apex, supreme, ruling this shit like we are just a fucking selfish, broken, unbalanced, wild fucking man animal. You think so here's my saying for humanity. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Just because you can does not mean you should. And if humanity could like pause and reflect on that thought before actually deciding to do something once in a while, you'd be in a whole lot different place right now. Have a good evening.